Yo, what's up guys? In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down how to get the most damage out of Zane. This isn't a build video. This is basically breaking down the mechanics that goes into this character's damage output. There was also some really weird things that Gearbox added that kind of doesn't make any sense at all, but you have to get a certain skill to get your maximum damage scaling. So basically, we're going to be going over the speed buffs, and then I'm going to show you guys the actual damage equation from all of Zane's skills and everything. This is a big numbers video. It's not going to be boring because I got cool clips playing in the background, and you might learn something, so stick around. Before we get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate all of you who've been doing that so much. Join the Zane Nation Discord. Link will be in a pinned comment down below. That's enough for an intro, guys, so let's really get into it. So, when the Malawan Takedown patch got released, a whole list of Zane buffs were included. I was thinking about posting a video immediately, but it realistically would have just been kind of a reaction video, so I chose not to post that, and instead, we got to testing. Big shout out to Spire and Melting NT. Both of these guys tested all of the speed math thoroughly. They sent me all the information. So that's the main thing I'm going to be breaking down for you guys today. If you guys want to ask them questions directly, they're always in my Discord and the official Borderlands Discord build section. They said feel free to @ them and ask them any questions anytime. So in my opinion, the violent momentum scaling was probably the main thing they got right about the Zane buffs. I'm not going to complain about the other buffs because it was great that we got buffs at all, you know. But in my opinion, they were just steps in the right direction. But we do have to give Gearbox big props for the violent momentum scaling right now. Violent momentum used to scale at 0.2 to 1, meaning for every 1% movement speed, you got 0.2% damage. That was horrendous scaling. That meant getting up to 200% movement speed using every single speed skill, anointments, slide speed artifacts, like so much stuff, only gave you 40% damage. Now first, before we get into this a bit more, I have to mention the weird thing that I was talking about earlier. For some reason, you have to take the skill Death Follows Close to get the full buff from Violent Momentum. Now, I don't know if they added this as a sort of threshold to not make low-level characters overpowered, but without Death Follows Close, you don't get the full scaling from Violent Momentum. I know it sounds weird, but we tested this multiple times after we figured it out, so just trust us on this one for now. But basically what this means is with Death Follows Close, now we have 1-to-1 ratio of scaling, meaning that 1% movement speed is 1% damage. This is actually the exact buff we asked for. If you're walking at default movement speed, you still only get 20% damage, so this isn't overpowered at lower levels. However, now when you start to get to higher levels and higher levels of speed, 100% bonus speed will add 100% bonus damage. And that is exactly the kind of reward we needed. Sliding and shooting is not easy to pull off. It's not like you can get a whole clip of a Shreddifier while sliding. And I got plenty of complaints about it on this channel, believe me. I just want to pause real quick and say, actually, a lot of Borderlands players are on controller, and sliding and aiming can be extra difficult. So if you didn't see my best controller settings for a Zane video, you really should go check that out after this one. I think it'll help you out a lot. I'm going to put the link in the description. But let's talk about the actual damage and numbers and stuff again. So anyways, basically what this also means is that if you find a class mod with 5 points in Violent Momentum, 100% movement speed will get you 200% damage. So it fully scales all the way. If you get as many points possible into Violent Momentum, and then you get as much speed as you can, we can finally start doing some real amounts of damage to be able to compete in Mayhem 4. So another great thing is if you have a class mod with 3 points into violent momentum, so this is 8 out of 5 total, Supersonic Man adds more damage than Confident Competence does. So that's a pretty reasonable class mod to look for. You know, that's not like a 5 out of 5 anything crazy. But like I said, it's just a great payoff for like all the zoomy Zane builds, especially sacrificing survivability from the barrier tree. Like if you decide to go fully into speed, you totally deserve this payoff. So like I said, big props to Gearbox for giving us what we asked for. That's totally awesome. So like I said, that was the one amazing buff from the patch. I'd still like to see a lot of quality of life upgrades to the character. If we could just change some horrible skills and skill augments into actually usable ones, that would be great. But that's going to be a video for another day. So moving on. Now I want to share Zane's damage equation with you guys. This once again comes from guys in the official Borderlands Discord build section. They literally do this stuff for free. They deserve recognition, in my opinion, for it. So thank you to Melting, Spire, Doc Strangelove, Squirrel, Demonite, J Fortune, Prismatic Me, many more in the official Borderlands Discord itself, many people on the Gearbox forums. All these guys deserve some quick recognition. All they want to do is help people understand this game so that it can be played much better. But what all of these people helped us figure out were the exact damage equation for every Vault Hunter. So obviously I'm only going to go over Zane's just to show you guys what we're all working with. So here it is up on the screen real quick. For those of you who want to read it, go ahead, but I'm going to explain to you exactly what this means. Now, Zane's damage equation is pretty simple. Every single one of his skills are completely additive, except for 2 of them, which are Trick of the Light and Cold Bore, which are the 2 least used damaging skills in Zane's tree, and they're also the 2 with the most restrictions. So this damage equation is really bad compared to other Vault Hunters. If even just a few of his skills were multiplicative instead of additive at the start of the game, a lot of us wouldn't have been making, such a big deal asking for Zane buffs. So I'm going to be making a Zane buff video in the next week. I'm also going to be making posts on Reddit and the Gearbox forums. All of you should do the same thing. Gearbox really hears us and listens to all of us asking for game changes. They'll at least take what we have to say and consider it. Even if they don't give us what we ask for. Zane still needs a ton of quality of life upgrades. And like I said, if all of his literally useless skills and augments could become better, he'd be in a much better spot in general. It would only help build diversity and all that. But anyways, guys, I gotta end it there. That's pretty much the video. I just wanted to share with all of you the speed buffs that they got right, some other things that we think they got wrong, and the damage equation, which basically tells you exactly how all of Zane's damage is calculated, and that's pretty much everything. So don't forget to like the video if you learned something. Subscribe to the channel for Borderlands 3 Mayhem 4 Zane builds in the future. And join the Zane Nation Discord. Link will be in a pinned comment down below. Don't forget to ask any questions in the comments down below. If you join my Discord or the official Borderlands Discord, you can directly at Spire or Melting. They're both glad to help. Like I said, there's so many awesome people in all the Discords. But that's going to be it from me, guys. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.